When I kiss a model right now in a video, my wife, the only thing she wanna heard is who came with the idea of kissing.
Jessy Terrero.
Was Jessy, mommy? Was Jessy said like Jessy said like if we don't kiss, like nothing's gonna happen. We don't gonna viral. So you know, I'm here for work. Cheers.
What's up, dímelo mi gente? It's your boy Ulysses Terrero.
I'm Jessy Terrero.
Welcome to Latino Champs, a show that celebrates Latino excellence.
And today we got two incredible artists, sick with the pen game, incredible songwriters, probably wrote some incredible songs for some of your favorite artists as well. Let's give it up for Quiles Lenny Tavárez.
Let's go.
What's up, fellas? What's good?
Chilling, waking up.
My boy early drinking right now. Yeah,
I'm trying to
9 a.m. tequila.
Salud. Cheers.
Let's drink up.
Welcome to Latino Champs, man. So look,
Yes, sir.
let's just get right to it, man. You guys got an album. Two legends together to put an album together. Let's talk about that.
Start, my friend. Yeah.
Well, me and Lenny, I mean, we've been making music for a long time already. I feel like I know him like 8 years already, 9 years. So we started a project, The Avengers, with our friends, Sedge, Dímelo Flow, Lenny, Fade was in the first album as well. Me and Lenny got together in Colombia for the first time. We made this record called Loco por Verte, and we didn't even promote the record, not even an instant post or nothing. And the record's like 200 million plus streams. And the other day we were looking at it, we were like, "Yo, look at this shit!" That shit went crazy. So that was our first song, and from there we did The Avengers, the first one, The Academy, with Faye, Sedge, Dalex, Dímelo Flow, me and Lenny. Then we did the second part, and they always call me and Lenny to collab together. Like Balvin call us, be like, "Yo, I want you on the track, but I want Lenny too." And then sometimes, the first time we did a collab with a major artist was Maluma, that he called me to write something, and I'm writing with Maluma, and then I call Lenny. I'm like, "Yo, come through so you could write some of this shit too." So he came through. And then Maluma heard us on the record. He's like, "Nah, y'all gotta stay on the record." he's like, "Y'all gotta stay there." And I was like, "All right, let's do it." And that was Parce. It was a major record for Maluma as well, for his album. And from there on, we just been writing for other artists too. Karol G, J Balvin. We done a lot of people. So that's how we started.
So let's talk about that, because people don't know about that. So you just said he heard you guys on the record, and he told you guys to stay on the record, because what happens is
You did the record as a reference.
Yes.
Yeah. Because we're artists, you know. We're not songwriters. First of all, we're artists. We have our own career, but we love writing music for other artists too. So sometimes we walk in the studio as a songwriter, you know, and be like, yeah, and it's cool. Like, we like that publishing money too.
Beautiful money, quiet money, peace money.
How do you make the, you know, when you're writing a song, how do you say this one's for me and this one's not for me? Like, this is for somebody else. Like,
I think I always write for me. Instead, someone called me and said, "Look, can you be in the studio with me and help me create something for me?" So I don't think like I'm in the studio trying to write something to other artists.
So when they call you in, that's when you write for them. So anytime you write a song for somebody else, it's specifically for them.
Yeah, that's why we don't get attached with the songs. We write for other artists.
Okay.
That's the
You
easy
do
way.
as well?
Yeah, the same thing, because usually they call us and be like, "Yo, I want you to write for my album." So we already go with that mentality, like we're gonna write for that person, so for that artist. So we're basically transformed into that artist. We wrote a lot of woman records, like for
He came in with the peruca.
He gets into character.
Very involved, you know.
Fuck you.
La muy completa.
Came in with the wig and shit. Nah, but like if you hear some reference, it might sound funny. Like I'll be like, yo, I hope this shit never leaks.
We try to put like women voice.
Yeah, I'll put a female voice. Yeah, of course.
So when you do the reference song for them, are you on it sounding like yourself, or are you doing?
I sound like myself, but I'm saying shit that's a female. You know, like.
So the reference record is you and your voice, but they got
saying like
just the tones, hitting the tones.
Yeah, no, just saying shit that women will say. You know.
That's it.
Slap me in the ass. I'm like, yo, I hope this shit never leaves. Wow.
I didn't get it till now, so you got songs.
You choke me and shit like,
Wow, that's crazy.
Bro, we always laugh. At the end, we always laugh.
I gotta get into character though, because she gotta sing it like she means it, you know?
And totally, you want it to feel right. You want the emotion to be there.
Yeah. So we've been saying some shit.
But we always pray, like, bro, is this league? It's our career's fucked up.
You got women records you did?
Yeah. We wrote a lot of
together.
Yeah, we wrote a lot of records together.
Okay. Wow. That's a good story.
How do and let's talk about you writing songs a decade ago and you writing songs today. Because of streaming and social media, do you write different now?
What do you think? I think it's the same.
Same mentality.
Yeah,
I think you work the song different. Like you have to put more energy right now in this industry right now.
But you don't feel pressure where people like they need like the gimmicky 15 seconds for TikTok. Like you don't feel the pressure that you got.
Shit.
I think a little bit. I know Justin.
Don't hire me.
That's why he loves
tell me that.
like having me in the studio, because I think a little bit on that. You know, it's a good compliment.
Yeah, he has a little bit of that. Yeah,
I try a little bit.
he tried to. I don't go.
Like when I read the whole song, I listened and I said like, what's the TikTok part? You know, what's the 15 second that everyone is gonna?
But it is the pressure, right? It's real though. It's
real.
What it is. I think a little bit about it. I don't care at the end of the day. I release whatever I want, I love, but I always try to get that 15 second.
Look, I think for you guys, because you guys already have a history of making hit records, I'm sure the approach came from the right place. But I speak to some younger artists and like they're not even thinking about like what the song means anymore. They're just trying to catch like this gimmicky thing, you know? You think streaming is hurt, like, you know, social media has hurt the way some people approach music?
Social media hurts music?
Meaning that the way some people approach it because of social media.
Yeah, because I feel like some songs people just know 15 seconds of it. It's like, what the fuck? Like, you know, like, I feel like people don't go listen to the whole record. Like, I mean, sometimes it does transfer. Like, people from TikTok go to their platform, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, and they listen to the whole record. But some of them just learn that 15 second. Then you're in a concert singing, and then you're like, what the fuck? Nobody knows the song. that 15 second comes on, and everybody's singing. This shit is weird as fuck. You know?
But definitely, I think have to be. All of that is because social media and the TDHD, el déficit de atención, that's create the social media. You know, that's scrolling shit affects the emotions, bro. It's every 15 seconds you change emotions. Like you start on a war, and then you are in a cutie dog, or it's changing all the time.
Yeah, no, that's true. Every 15 seconds you change emotions. Yeah,
but it happens to us in movies. Like when we're sending edit to the studio, they telling me like, okay, every like 20 seconds I need something. Even if I'm not changing the scene, I need like a sound that comes in, like to get people from not looking at their phone. You want them to focus on the movie. So they were like, every 20 seconds I need to hear a new sound. I need to edit. I need something to change so that people stay in tune. Because if not, they're gonna go to their phone, and once you lose them, you lost them. You know?
Yeah.
So
I
we're
think
facing
people
that too.
right now are in the cinema studios, the theaters, and with the fucking phones,
Yeah.
like scrolling Instagram and the movie, the girl, boom, and scrolling.
Yeah, that's
Hard
crazy.
right now to get the attentions.
Even like with concerts now, like the last concert I went to, everyone was like this. With the phones
Yeah.
up. I'm like,
They looking at the concert through the
I'm
lens.
like, yo,
through
and
the
I'm
phone.
the only
It's
one. I'm the
the whole
only one
fucking
like
concert.
this.
They didn't even. Yeah.
Everybody's just recording the concert. I'm just like looking around. Am I old or is it's like, do I not get it?
We are actually we are.
You guys are young. But it's interesting because I went to a Mark Anthony show and they put us like in the front row.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of some.
front row?
No, I mean, but they don't always put me in the front row. Sometimes in the third row, sometimes in the fifth row. I get good seats, but it's not all usually the front. But I remember him looking out and going. He saw a bunch of people that were his friends and actors and celebrities that said nobody was dancing. They were like sitting down. And he was like, why put them in the front row if they're not going to dance? I'm singing salsa songs.
Yeah.
And I feel like for a lot of artists now, when all they have is this, like you go to clubs and people used to jump and now they just like stare there, it's not the same energy.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
But let's talk about the new album. So how did the new album came about? Who do we have on the album? Besides you guys?
J Balvin.
Nice. Love Balvin.
We have Eladio Carrion,
Oh, yes.
Joel y Randy
Joel y
in the
Randy,
same
yes.
song.
Bless.
Eladio and Joel y Randy.
Oh,
We got
Bless.
Bless from Colombia. And we got
The last song of The Avengers.
and then
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's up.
the click back on the song. Yeah.
Wow.
That's nice. Now, for some people that don't know, the Avengers, when they came out, it was legendary. It was legendary. And none of them were like huge artists at the time. So they all came together. They were fairly starting and they all crushed it. And everybody from there went to have crazy success. So for people that don't know that, the Avengers shit was big.
That shit was big. We put out we were looking at it. We had 20 records back to back, smashes. It was
Whoa.
billion. We have two that crossed the billion streams, 300 million, 500 million. They were going crazy. We dropped 20 records back to back in the Avengers, and they were all fucking smashes.
That was a crazy that was a crazy run. It was a crazy album.
Yeah.
So how do you pick artists for this one? How do you say this person on this song? How do you make those decisions?
The most organic way possible.
Yeah.
We were working with Bless. We were working with J Balvin too. We were together in his album.
Okay.
His last mixtape on Sum Sum record.
Okay.
And he heard some of the songs we had in the album, and he said, "Hey, this one, I want to be there."
Everything was super organic, nothing. We didn't really call anybody. It was we met with people and they listened to the records, they liked the records, and they were like, "I want to get on this one. I want to jump on this one." That's how it happened. With Eladio, I was finishing my tour in Spain, and then, as usual, I missed my flight. So
Like always,
I'm here running in the airport and shit, trying to get to my flight, and then I'm in Spain, and I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. I'm just gonna walk. So I went to the counter. I'm like, yo, just change my flight, whatever. Boom. I go back. I book a hotel that I like over there. I was like, I'm just gonna relax in a hotel. So I get to the lobby, and Eladio's there with his whole clique, and I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, what you doing by yourself here? I was like, yo, my whole team left. Everybody, I'm solo. And he's like, let's go to the studio. I was like, all right, let me drop my shit up. So I put my luggage upstairs. I came down. We went to the studio, and we just started vibing. And I showed him the album I was making with Lenny, and I showed him this record, La Estrella No Tan Tan Lejos, and he loved the record. He's like, yo, leave me the record, and I just left it there. Then he recorded it, and I saw him at J Balvin, and I was like, you recorded? He's like, yeah, I recorded it here. He dropped it to me, the files and everything right there at the concert, and then we put it together, and then we put Joel y Randy on the record as well.
Nice.
Yeah. That was a good one. Then Bless was organic too, it was with Ovi on the drums. A producer that's having a great run right now. Ovi is having a great run right now. He's has a lot of success. And we were just we went to do wakeboarding with him. We were going
wakeboarding in Guatapé in Colombia.
Yeah, because he's like, yo, let's do music, but let's go to Guatapé. And I'm like, I already knew what he wanted to do. He did not want to make music. He was trying to trick us.
He's a fucking surfer right
He's
now.
a surfer. So wakeboarding. And so we were wakeboarding and shit. And we were like, yo, when we're going to record? He's like, don't worry. We got
2 days of wakeboarding. And
the third day we started recording the record. And we did the Blessed record because we wrote it already. We wrote it for, I don't know, for another artist. Maybe for Carol to see if she liked it, and then ended up Blessed recording. And when we heard Blessed, we were like, "Nah, we jumping on the record, and we need that record for us." So we jumped on the record, and that's how we got Blessed on the album.
Dope.
Yeah.
Who was the first person you wrote a song for that wasn't you?
I think Jandel.
Oh, nice.
I think Jandel was one of the first ones. I can't remember it wasn't a huge success record, but it was a album cut record.
Okay.
So for that era, I did Jandel, and then I got in a song with Little John and Jandel. It was Take It Off, I think it's called.
Yes.
It's like quítatelo, la careta, ta 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 ta, quítatelo, and Little John's like, yeah. You know?
That was a great.
So that was a good record. And then I just started writing for everybody, Balvin, and we did a lot of big major records. Yeah.
What about you, Lenny?
I'm trying to remember. I've been like, who the fuck? But I think it was with Justin. Like Justin was the one who told me, bro, your lyric is good. I think you can write for someone else. And we start writing to Karol G together.
Oh, dope.
Some records. And then I tried to, my first one was Maluma, Parce.
Okay.
But he said like, hey, stay in the song. So, but Maluma, Karol G, and Envolver, Anita, was one of the... that was my biggest record.
That's his biggest record. He got one there. And Volver was a huge record.
Gigantic record. Shout out to Anita. That was incredible.
Hit number one on Billboard, Spotify, everything. Number one in the world. So that was a huge record.
That was good.
You still seeing incredible checks from that.
Yes,
That's
sir.
International checks.
Yeah.
That's what I thank Justin all the time. Like, thank you. To open my mind.
Like, once you see that pop coming in, you're like, shit, I can do this too, you know? I mean,
Not a lot of
publishing.
people knows about publishing. Like,
That's where the money.
but it's hard. It's hard because you think at the end of the day, if you write to other artists, especially in my case, men's, you start like, ¿cómo se dice? Como compartiendo el flow, como sharing your style, you know, your identity. So it's difficult. That's why at first I started writing to women, you know, para no dar ese flow.
Okay.
No, sir.
So let me ask you a question aside from music, right? Because you guys seem like brothers, right? You guys feel like
are,
brothers,
right?
right?
Yeah.
So
We start hating each other.
That's what I was going to say. So we're like brothers, right? So in public, we're like the happy brothers, but in real life, it's always like, rah, 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 rah,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So what's your relationship like?
Same. All the time.
But I think it always is like brother with respect, but like we are straight to each other.
No, sometimes we're screaming at each other. We're like, yeah, fuck you, whatever. This guy, if he wakes up and he don't smoke, he needs to smoke. This guy needs a. I already have, like, when we're in another country, I'm like, yo, you better have the weed ready for this motherfucker. I'm not dealing with his ass. Have weed ready for him.
So who's the serious brother? Who's the crazy brother? He's the serious brother. They say I'm the crazier brother, but you know who's the calm? Who's the crazy?
I mean,
I think his is more for the business, I think Justin is more like
On top.
like on top of everything. Like
Okay.
what's the song of the album is growing, or what's the TikTok? He called me and said, "Bro, you are on fire in TikTok. What the fuck? How? This is the video." Bam, 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 bam. He sent it to me, so he's the one who's always on top of the business.
El negociante. Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Lee.
I like being on top
Like
of my
I
shit.
love to like wake up, play golf, smoke a little bit, and start my day at 1 p.m. If it's possible. If it's possible. The business part.
When
This guy, you gotta
everybody's
enjoy
already
life.
getting at 1 p.m.,
Lunch break.
nobody talks business at 1 p.m.
Quiles, I have 4 missed calls. What's up? Everything good, bro? I'm ready.
What's up
At
with
2 p.m.
how do you how many songs did you do and then chose these for the album? Like, or did you
Almost
do
40?
Almost 40.
For the album?
Yeah, we wrote 40 records. We recorded 40 records. Me and him by ourselves, we wrote 40 records. It took us probably like 7 to 8 months to make 40 records, and because we weren't like every day at it, we were just 1 week we'd do a couple records, then we'll take a break, then we'll do a couple records. So we probably could have done it way quicker, but yeah, we did 40 records and we picked 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that just for a second. There's a lot, like right now, everybody wants to be an artist. They write things they can sing, write things they can rap or whatever. And they do 3 records and they think that's it. And they want to do and this and that. And it's like, I learned from Tupac, right? We met Tupac and Juice back in the days. And he came to set with a record like almost every other day. What do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of this? He just did records. He did records. That's why when he died, so many albums came out and people thought he was still alive because all those records he didn't use, right? So that's a great example that they did 40 records. 40 records for 12. Yeah. Like, that's what it takes to be these guys. Well, that's what it takes to make it in the entertainment. But it's not 3 records, not 5. It's records. It's records. It's records. It's records. So thank you for sharing that, because a lot of people just feel like they can just be an artist.
Oh, yeah, no, everybody these days.
A couple of records now, and they're artists, but it took 40 records. How many records an album? 12,
12,
right?
yeah.
So it took 40 records for them to choose the 12 best of the 40 records. And that's what it takes to, the album is amazing. I heard the whole album. It's incredible. We'll talk about that.
But how do you choose the 12?
I go off what I like my vibes, he goes off his vibes, and we just...
At first, we try to put the two, two sides in the same album, like the Justin Quiles sound, what is the Justin Quiles DNA and my side. So we're supposed to choose 6 songs who represents Justin's vibes and 6 for about me. And that's how we start trying to choose songs. Like, what's the one who represents Justin Quiles? He choose Thank You Bebe from the album. Or what's the one who represents me? So I choose a trap. I choose Room Service. And we start choosing
this is my sound, this is your sound. We were gonna do A and B, but then we put the track list together and we're like, nah, it just flows perfectly like this. And we separate this shit, it's not gonna be the same. So we just let it to the fans to pick
what's the hardest part? Like do Tetris with songs, and put it together. Like, if you're gonna hear the whole album, like 1 through 12.
The new generation knows what Tetris is.
Oh shit! True. Tetris.
Yeah, put the square together.
No, but there's games that seem similar. My daughter plays a game that's very similar to Tetris.
What's the name?
We need the new name.
It's a complicated puzzle game. That's pretty much the name.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking now, like, what happened to those 28 songs that didn't make the album? Because I'm sure one of them is a hit over there that you guys didn't.
Yeah, we still got a couple ones that we like that we think are good, but we'll probably release like a little deluxe.
Okay,
We're thinking about it, putting like 4 records together and do like a deluxe version.
We already have the name for the deluxe.
Okay.
No somos un dúo. We are not a duo.
We're not a duo.
I like that.
That's the name for the deluxe.
I like that.
We're the only independent, he has his own career, I have my own career, but we collab so much. I never seen two independent artists collab so much. I don't think it ever happened. I think this is like the first time in our genre that two independent artists collab. We have how many records together? 28 or some shit?
Like 28. We start like trying to, because like the album came like trying to end in the era about this Avenger era. That's why we came up with this album. Like, let's do 12 songs together and man, get on a tour to sing like 28 songs, 30 songs that our fans never heard from both in the same like stage.
We got a tour now. We start in Ecuador. We do Tecnopoli in Argentina. We got Movie Star Arena in Bogota. No, we do in arenas, but in Latin America, in the States, we don't know yet. But in all Latin America, we do in arenas. We got a whole tour set up. We're about to start like in 2 months, right? 2 or 3 months, yeah.
What? In a month, bro. We are going to the
Gran Canaria, yeah.
April 18th.
April 18th is our first
3
day.
weeks.
And 3 weeks.
Okay, nice.
Awesome, man.
I'm scared right now.
Yeah.
When you guys first started feeling success, like, and going on the road, because some artists tell me it's not as fun as they thought. Like, it is fun, but then the work of having to be in different countries every 2 days and doing shows was like took a toll on their body. Like, what did you learn when you guys started feeling success?
You gotta go to sleep early. All these artists wanna fucking party when they finish a concert. They wanna go to the club. You gotta go sleep and wake up early. Cause if not, that shit takes a toll on you. It's like when I started, I was that way too. Like I wanted a club after the shows, and I couldn't deal with it. I was getting sick. I was getting fucking crazy. And then having fevers and shit. I was like, nah, I ain't dealing. Now we do our show. We go. It's like a regular job, Go back to sleep. Go to sleep. Wake up early. Go to the gym. We try to stay healthy, Where
Lenny, you staying in too? You didn't seem like you were co-signing that stay.
No. I remember that first time, like I say, damn, if I want to be or have a long career, I need God on my side. I need to have.
You heard that?
Damn. If I'm going to be like 10, 15, 20 years in this industry, you have to be Jesus in my life, So that's the first thing I did. The first choice, and then self-control.
Self-control, yeah.
How I get self-control in this movie, because it's a movie. But you can get stuck in the movie, and fucked up. Like that's what we always see in a big artist, That's why from the one to the bottom, always. So I prefer staying always there, mentally health, good with myself spiritually, and being in the industry and living my dream. That is living from the music,
Sometimes we go out too. I mean, not gonna lie to you. Sometimes we're let's go to the bar. We don't do clubs, but we'll fuck up a whole bar. Until 3 a.m. or 4, we're like, fuck, we're lit. You gotta go to sleep. But yeah, we do bars here and there, but mostly we go. You gotta have your mind. Your mindset gotta be good. Because if not, it gets crazy. You don't want to wake up. We just did we went country to country doing fucking promoting our album. I feel like that's like the new generation don't do that anymore. Like they're like, fuck that, that's too tiring, you know. They don't want to do interviews, they don't want to do nothing. And I'm like, I told Lenny, we got to go back to basics. We got to go country by country and turn shit up, you know, and connect with the fans, connect with the people, because it's not the same when you do an interview through Zoom or something. When you're in the country and your fans know you're there and you're connecting with people and you're like we're doing right now, we're speaking to each other. I feel like it's a different connection. 100%.
We weren't doing that like 7 years.
Yeah, we haven't done that in 7 years, and I'm like, let's go back and do a whole media tour. We did Colombia, we did Mexico, we did Argentina, we did Chile. We flew back here for a day, then we went to Spain, and we just got back from Spain. And then the same day we got back from Spain, we did a live stream. We were trying to do this, and we couldn't make it because it was too late already. But I was down to make it. We were like, fuck it, let's do it. If they could do it another day, we'll do it if they stay. So thank you guys for staying another day.
Yeah, we're excited to have you.
And then one thing real quick is like, I'm always like the voice of the streets, right? So I talk to the people to see what they think. So when we have guests coming in, I always try to ask, what do you want me to ask them? What do you want me to ask them? And one thing that they were talking about, how you guys did like a karaoke tour or something like that.
Yeah.
So like you went and like, and you know, like
Best
with the
part of the
fans
tour.
and touched them and just left like a.
Yeah, I think that's the best part.
We want to feel like we don't want to feel like we were working. Like I said, I remember like Mexico was the first place we were, and I said to Justin, bro, I don't want to feel like I'm working.
So we
Let's
cut
go
the
to
word
celebrate.
promotion. We said we're not saying promotion. We're saying we're celebrating.
I want to feel like, but that's what we are doing, and let's go to the fans, bro. It's the.
But what is, like, say specifically? So what did that mean? So you went to a bar, you went to a karaoke place. Like what happened? Exactly?
We asked our team to choose a good place for do karaoke with our fans. Like let's go and sing songs from another artist and whatever they want to sing, we're gonna sing it like together with the fans, and let's have a real moment with the fans. Like we are the same there. Let's go have drinks, tequila. We get drunk all
we get drunk.
Karaoke.
We just get drunk early.
Like for us was like very like, blessed moment with our fans.
Yeah, because we were doing this tour, right? This celebration promotion tour, but we're like, what can we add to it? Like to connect with reconnect with the fans, and we talked about it, and we came out with the karaoke night, and I think it was one of the best things, you know.
I'm not gonna go to another country and not doing a karaoke no more.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You have to do it. Like it's very fun. It's
so much fun.
I think you guys are setting a trend there. I feel other artists are going to do that because the impact you left on the people that you guys engaged with, and you know, them on stage with you, you know, pretend, you know, it's like
we're reading the prompt.
Wow.
There's songs that we don't.
I know the publicist is there, and every country is gonna push every artist to do that.
Now everybody's gonna start doing karaoke nights.
And Justin told me already.
I told him, I was like,
every artist gonna do
everybody's gonna start doing this shit.
We don't know the originators where it started.
Yeah. So karaoke night, I think is special, bro, because the fans really, and we were singing songs from like old songs to like whatever they wanted to sing. It's not only our records, you know. It's like a real karaoke, like whatever.
No, we sing Jose. Alejandro Sanz, Casu songs.
Yeah, we're singing crazy. Like, and also we sing a couple of our records with them too, because most of the fans that go there, they want to sing our records, you know. So we did a couple of those.
What a dream right there. Like, I want to do it with you guys.
Well, that's cool, man.
Yeah, cool. You go to TikTok and you probably put karaoke with Justin Quiles Lenny Tavárez. You see, there's a lot of viral videos. A lot of them.
Tune in, check it out, guys.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations for that. When I heard about that, I was like, wow, this is special.
Thank you.
Respect to you guys for
So
that.
in terms, you know, when you guys, like, let's think about the Avengers moment and you putting out those records and shit is super hot. When I went on tour, I shot a music video on tour with Wisin y Yandel, Gracias a Ti, and we went to a bunch of different countries. And when that was for me the first time when I got out of like the U.S. with guys like that. And I think they were experiencing it for the first time in terms of like some countries, the fans were just crazy. But when you, like, what country surprised you when you got there and you were like, holy, like maybe you weren't as big in the US, but you got here and they showed you crazy love. Like,
I mean, I think all the countries in Latin America for us are like, you know, crazy. The fans love us. You know, we got fan clubs waiting for us in the hotel.
Awesome.
They're in the hotel sleeping in the lobbies. You know, you don't see that shit. You don't see that in the States. It don't matter how like. I mean, probably Justin Bieber had. I've seen some shit from him, but like that in almost every country we go, like Chile, Argentina, they're like huge fans, you know, and they like show up in the airport. They show a lot of love. I mean, they're like soldiers, you know. They're like your soldiers. You send them to do whatever for you, and they'll do it, you know. So we always show love to the fan clubs, and I tell Lenny we have to spend more time with the fan club too. You know, I feel like those are soldiers that when you put out a record, they were promoting they went all over Argentina, I think, and they were putting flyers from their money. They were putting flyers all over the city with the barcodes so people could listen to the album.
That's a fan.
That's amazing.
That's a real fan, you know. That's amazing.
that's love.
Shout out to that fan.
Thank you from all our fans, bro. In
Thank you to all the fans, all the fan clubs out there. They really do their part.
And for some people who don't know, how did it all start for you guys individually? Both from Puerto Rico.
Yep.
Born and raised?
I was born in the States, but I was raised in Puerto Rico. Okay. I was born in Connecticut.
Okay.
I was born in San Juan.
I'm from Bridgeport. But I was raised in Puerto Rico. I got to Puerto Rico when I was a year. So I don't remember nothing from the States. I was raised in Puerto Rico till I was like 14. Then I moved back to the States, Orlando, where all the Puerto Ricans go.
Yeah. Orlando's like this little Puerto Rico.
So I felt like I never left the island when I was in Orlando, you know.
But the music started in Puerto Rico or Orlando?
In Puerto Rico. And then, but I started getting like my buzz in Orlando. I was doing clubs out there. They do like Calle Orange, it's like Calle Ocho over here, but it's called Orange Street. And I was getting in the festivals and people were singing my records, you know. So I feel like my buzz was in Orlando. That's
how were you making music at that time? Yourself in your apartment? Like
like I'll go to the studio where I have my boys Lilo and Jazz, and then I have like my clique Nanus. He started with me. Like I had my own clique from high school, and we all made music. So some of them were producers, some of them was an engineer. I was an artist. There was other artists as well. They're a friend of mine, and I just started recording with them, and that's how I started everything. Like my first hit records were with my clique, you know, with my people. Yeah, so since high school till the first major record in the radio was with the clique, and I still work with them. I just released a song with Jay Wheeler. That's Lelo and Jazzy, the producers, is their record. We just released it we gave them the master, you know, like 4 years ago. So we appreciate, you know, the producers that believed in us and put in their time with no money, you know, and so now we got to give back to them too.
And that's important. And Lenny, you started San Juan.
I raised and born in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
How did music start for you?
I started with a duo. I started with Dylan, from Dylan and Lenny.
Yeah.
And I started with Looney Tunes.
Okay.
So
Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
like we prepare before Looney Tunes. I was working like for 2 years, the duo with King Swift. He worked with me. Like he stayed with me. I live in LA. He stayed in LA. I live in Miami.
You live in LA?
Came to Miami. Yeah, I've been in LA for 5 years.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
West Hollywood.
You there now?
West Hollywood.
West Hollywood. Yeah.
I lived in West Hollywood for years too. I was in LA 20 years.
So I got divorced and came back to...
Similar stuff. Divorce will do it to you.
My career actually started in Puerto Rico with Looney Tunes, but the hit goes around like Central and South America, not Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? Like, I start like my first song was Nadie Tan Mala Como Yo, ever, and Nadie Tan Mala Como Yo like was a hit. So I start in Puerto Rico, but ¿cómo se llama?
His fan base was
My fan base started in
Latin America.
Latin America.
I got you. Don't worry.
That's why I have you, bro.
From Puerto Rico to me, in terms of like the way the country operates, is very similar to. Sometimes I say it's like the Latin South Bronx. It feels like the Bronx, and it's edgier than most places. Like Puerto Rico is a gangster spot.
Yeah.
And it's very close to the way that when I was doing hip hop videos, where the streets were so close to the music.
So involved, yeah.
And for you guys, did you feel that coming up in Puerto Rico in terms of like the way the caseríos, the streets, like how close was that to the music? Because it seemed like it was on top of each other.
My first performance, like I moved to Orlando, then I moved back to Puerto Rico for like 2 years. When I was like 17, 18, I finished high school. I moved back to I'm from Aguadilla, from the west side of Puerto Rico. So I went back to Aguadilla, and then there was this hood, the caserío, Sanford, el caserío Sanford, Aguadilla, and that was my first time I ever performed. It was in the hood, So the people from there, they were like, "You want to sing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to sing." He's like, "So show up at this time and it's your time on stage." And I was like, "All right." Like, okay. That's how it works? All right. What do you say? So I was like, okay. So Ñengo Flow was the hottest rapper in Puerto Rico at that time. And I was just starting, Shout out to Ñengo.
Yeah.
Go. So Ñengo Flow, Ñengo was singing. It was his show in the caserío, and then I pull up early. Boom! I was so nervous. It was my first time singing, and I sing for the ladies, And then I'm in the hood, And I'm like, they're gonna look at me crazy right now. But I started singing, and everybody's reaction was good. It was reggaeton. Obviously, I do reggaeton, so it's like club music. And even though it's for the ladies, they were all vibing. They were all giving me like, "Yo, you killed it. They're great, whatever." So that was my first experience singing. Like you said, the music and reggaeton in the streets is attached together. So I was in the streets. I was in the caserías singing, trying to get opportunities. So that was like my first time ever being on the stage.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I did. We were talking about it earlier, but I did a video with Daddy Yankee, Gangsta Zone in the caseríos in Puerto Rico, and
that was in Torres Sosa.
Which is no longer exists, right?
That's a legendary caserío.
Legendary. So I remember bringing we brought a cinematographer.
Yeah, we brought Snoop Dogg.
We brought Snoop Dogg.
Crazy.
So it was crazy, and I co-directed that video with Carlos Perez, because he was Yankees guy at the time. So they put us together, and I brought a cinematographer from Los Angeles, and some people from Los Angeles in the crew, and we were doing scenes, and they were like machine guns and stuff. So somebody from LA was like, "Are the guns real?" And I was like, "Nah, I mean, like it's props, Props.
They were real.
Of course they were real. I didn't ask them to pull them out, and I couldn't tell them to put them back in. Like they wanted their cameos. People had guns. Like I was like, "Whoa." Snoop was cool. He was like, "Yo, this is a good vibe in here." So the vibe is cool, cuz. I was like, yeah, we good, Snoop. Don't worry about it. We straight. And Yankee, of course, he had, the respect and the power.
Nothing will happen there.
So, you have to make sure that you make the calls and stuff like that. Do you ever find yourself in Puerto Rico, you got to make the call, make sure everything's going to be good on the video set?
Of course.
Yeah.
I really think you guys changed like an era for like how the reggaeton should look. Like when you start working with Daddy Yankee and
Wisin and
Yandel, like I think you changed everything, bro. You put the pressure on the elite artists,
I appreciate that, and what's crazy is that
the American
I remember for that era, like talking with Looney Tunes. But you work with Looney Tunes, like Noche de Entierro and everything.
No, Benjamin.
So
Benjamin.
he always told me and Dylan, like, bro, Wisin y Yandel, doesn't care how much it's gonna cost the video. If the record label like just have $300,000,
300,000.
they put another 200,000. They don't. They competing, like they want to be the best.
Yeah, like I don't think the numbers are crazy like that, but I think the labels will put in like 50,000 and they will put in 100 and something on top of 200,000.
Yeah. So 150, 200,000 videos are crazy.
So no, they were, but like, you know, what's interesting in that time. What? No, it's not about that. No. But like a lot of people don't understand, because what happened in that moment is that for me, I was doing a lot of videos with 50 and a lot of American artists, and the budgets were higher, right? And then with Yankee, when he signed to Interscope, those budgets were higher, right? But a lot of artists weren't dealing with the same kind of budgets. But MTV had put out Me TRL. And it was the first time, because Mundos and a couple of people that played music videos at that time, there wasn't Latino videos being played. They were only playing on Latino channels. So all the videos were playing one after the other. Gasolina, this, that. So when MTV started Me TRL, they started putting like Aventura with NSYNC. Daddy Yankee with, you know, Usher or whoever was out at the time. And that's when you started seeing that the videos weren't as strong. Yeah. So somebody told me, because I was complaining about it, I was like, man, the Latin videos, I was complaining, and they told me, but you're Latino, you can continue to complain or you could be part of the change. Boom. But you got to make that decision. So I was like, shit. At that time, I was like, man, I might have to take a little bit of a pay cut, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to find a way to try to elevate and bring American sensibility to what was happening in the Latin market, because I was like, telling people these artists are pop stars, like just as big as American artists, and they weren't getting the same level of respect sometimes. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I really focused a lot of my energy on trying to change the image, to make them feel like American pop stars. And Daddy Yankee gave me the opportunity, Don Omar and Wisin and Yandel gave me, because I told them one video doesn't do it. And they gave me we did 17, and we just
that's crazy. That's cool. There was the one with J-Lo and Wisin and Yandel.
Doing stunts.
Like in the favela.
That was almost $1 million.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. I had my own crew. Jesse hired me. I had my own crew. We went off for 3 days. I never saw him for 3 days. We shot all the guys flipping and all that stuff.
Oh, you shot all the
guys flipping and all that stuff.
And then he was shooting another.
All the stars.
That's crazy.
Did the stunts. Did the stars.
You shot the parkour thing?
Yeah. The parkour.
The thing was, see, but that's why I was trying to explain to people, like that video might have got to $1 million, but it's never the budgets we have, right? Some of that was artist costs. Right, and it was paid for by tourism, paid a portion of it. Right, we had a hotel in Acapulco that had 38 rooms. They cleared the entire hotel for Jennifer to stay there. And we see them there. There was nobody there but us.
You know, they
don't have private planes, bulletproof. You know, it's like at some point the majority of the costs sometimes on the artist side. It was a big video. We flew all the parkour guys from London. It was, you know, it was exciting at that time, because it was like, man, you know, for me as a Latino, the Latin artists represent me. So I want them to look as cool as possible, because it's like, you know, that represents us, our culture, like my kids, everybody, you know. So from that point, I focused all my energy, and that's when I, you know, started doing things like the Nicky Jam series. I was trying to figure out how can we continue to grow and do incredible things. And that's why we're doing this podcast, because there's not enough things that celebrate our culture.
Yes, sir.
After seeing Jesse, he grabbed Daddy Yankee, and I wasn't into Spanish music at all, so I didn't really know it like that. So he grabbed Daddy Yankee, and then I was introduced to this group called Aventura.
Boom.
And I was like, I didn't know who they were, right? So they set up a meeting. I went to meet them at Tower Records, and I was there prior with this big superstar. I won't say her name, one of the biggest singers of all time. I went to Tower Records with her, and the line was from here to, you know, Canal Street. When I went to go see Aventura, it went from here to China. And I was like, I couldn't believe how big the line was. So I met these guys or whatever, and, you know, I didn't know their music or anything. And I was supposed to do the first video was with Aventura and Don Omar. AIO. And then you know, because of schedule issues, we kept missing it. So then we did Un Beso. And that's the first time. The change was Spanish videos were done in video, and we were doing film.
Yeah.
So we introduced them to film. So that was the big transition, was film and like movie cinematographers.
Yeah.
So that was the big change with so then when you watch Un Beso, the one shot with Aventura was game over. They went from United Palace to Madison Square Garden. Then I did Un Beso, Ella Yo, Mi Corazoncito, and then Jessy took them from me. And
Jesse's like, it's
Nah, but you know, it's
that's when the fight started.
That's when the fight started. All the drama. But I wouldn't say video though, because you know, there's so many incredible directors in Puerto Rico that were shooting film and that were doing incredible work. I think a lot of in Colombia and different countries, I think a lot of people, the labels just weren't investing. And Wisin and Yandel, like you said, were the ones that say, yo, we got to invest in our project. Because you got to invest in yourself. Like I tell people all the time, there's a lot of people.
Daddy Yankee spent a lot of bread. Daddy Yankee's a good friend of mine. I had these chats with him. He spent a lot of money in his career.
I mean, Daddy, that's why I tell people. I said, whenever I worked with anybody, the Daddy Yankees of the world, Enrique Iglesias, to this, to that, it doesn't matter who they are. Jennifer, like when you work with artists at the highest level that are doing well, that are disciplined, that are doing their thing, you talking to them. Mm-hmm. Like Enrique's calling me, telling me he doesn't like the video or he likes the video. You know, Jennifer's on my ass. Like Daddy Yankee's calling me. If there's a problem, he's like, yo, come to Puerto Rico. So I'm like, I'm not in Puerto Rico. I'm in LA. Come to Puerto Rico. I need to talk to you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people take full control. And I tell people that because in LA, a lot of directors be like, my agent sucks. My manager sucks. And I'm like, I don't know why you would give another man that much responsibility in your life.
At the end, it falls in the artist's back.
We are right
That's
now.
where we are right now.
Like, I see that. That's why you guys are on the road doing the shit that you're supposed to do.
Like we start trying to being like after 10 years of career, like you try to settle down a little bit, you know, because we were in the industry like 10 years, but doing it on top of our job, you know.
Yeah.
And right now, like we said, like fuck, like put our art, our creativity in other person. Let's do it ourselves.
Yeah,
we have to. We have to.
We fire social media person. I was like, dude, Lenny, no, I don't think she don't work. I called her. You're fired. Boom. Bye. Like I'm not fucking playing games. Like whoever doesn't work gotta leave. You know, like we're putting a lot of work on it. You know, me and Lenny are putting like. We put a lot of time. We have our team too that put a lot of time, you know, that busted their ass. So
no, I'm all about teamwork. You need a team. What I'm saying is that you can't. What makes you guys special, like he said, it was hard for him like to give away his thing, his swag, because like there's a way he writes or a way he might pronounce a word that makes it special, and you don't want to give that to somebody else, you know. And the reason you guys are successful is because you guys are successful. You know, and you want compliment, but you don't want somebody making certain decisions that are decisions you would have made, your instincts.
Yeah. No, that's how we felt. So it was like, if something doesn't work, all right, we call the person, yo, it's not working, let's move on, you know, and that's it. Not in a ruthless way. There's people who are ruthless. We're gentlemen, you know, and a nice way. Hey, it's not working, so boom, we got to figure it out. So we took a lot of responsibilities ourselves to do what we're doing in this album. Like we really. Every step, you know, from videos to, you know, we sitting with we have a creative director as well. We had a creative director. We sit down with him. We give him our idea, and then we put everything together. And
but the artists have to be on top.
The artists have to be on top. Like
to really connect, you have to be on top.
But let's talk about videos, because you guys, I know you did a bunch of AI stuff too.
So. We did a lot of AI. That was Lenny's idea. I'm not pointing fingers.
So how do you feel about that? Let's talk about AI a little bit.
I think it's cool, like to do like, you know, shit that you cannot do in real life. I think it's cool, but
that was my idea at first. Like, bro, we have to do like something for every song. How much you wanna pay for, you know, because everything changed right now. no one's, or you think like $200,000 is right now a good move for an artist that is not the like in the top
No,
batch right now.
I do. Look, I do think that, and we've had this conversation with many artists. I think right now you need so many pieces of content that it's like you got to maximize the day. So like, and I'm speaking from like a director standpoint. Yes, back in the days we used to do one video for $200,000, but the platforms and the access to that one video was different. There wasn't all these other
longevity.
places. Yes, and like if you had the MPVs or the powers of distribution were different. Everybody's watching on their TV. Now you need something for TikTok, something for Facebook, something for this. You need to have all different things on a bunch of different platforms. So I tell artists, I said, if you were going to spend $100,000, then you might need 7 videos for that $100,000 or 4 or 5 really good videos. When you got to figure out how to maximize, and there's a way to do it where you can take a day, shoot the artist out, and then if you want to use AI and other things to supplement the videos, but you can't. I wouldn't supplement the artist, in my opinion. You know?
Me neither. So when I came to the idea of use AI, was like, let's do, because everyone we have this Avengers like kind of vibe, and that's how they call us, like the Avengers, and the real name is the Academy. So because of that, I said, bro, how are we gonna put like a superhero video with 10, 20, 30K? It's impossible. Let's go to AI and let's see if AI help us to create like this world, like fantasy world. But I never want to use the AI to replace the human being. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's something that can be fantasy, like my eye dripping, or you know, there's these effects that I know AI can do it like in a day, because that was the part. Like when I tell Justin like, hey, let's use AI, is because of the time. We didn't have the time to put Justin Quiles flying for on top of New York City. It was, hell no. So let's do AI. That's what for me is AI.
I think it's the future. Like, you can't avoid it. I think it's gonna help fast track so many things, but I think that I hope at least that it looks like people are going back to some certain nostalgia. You see the 90s coming back, you see the 2000s, like, you see people coming back, and I think people want real, like they want something that they can feel.
Yeah.
I think that's the AI never gonna replace the
human feel.
Human feel, like the emotions that a human being is. I think everything is gonna end on what's organic and what's real. Like people want to go to a place that feels real for them.
Yeah.
Not AI. AI is gonna just confuse.
You got to pick your battles. You know?
Yeah.
Like I said, like I saw the video. Let's talk about that. The first song.
And they're visualizers. We didn't call them official videos because they're like, for me, it's like a visualizer. You know, it's like a visualizer of the. It looks like a video, but it's not. It's a visualizer.
We try to have that, like the best visualizer, you know, not like a
instead of a lyric video, we did a visualizers. You know,
I like that.
I work with some of the guys in the team that worked on the AI video, so they look great.
Yeah, no, they do
that
good.
was like the museum one.
They do. They look good.
Thank you, boy. Boy was the one who's choosing and picking up every AI guy.
So what do you expect from this album, though? Like, what do you want people to take away from this album?
We just feel like what we want, like going to Argentina, Mexico, and this whole tour. When we sing Champagne and we sing Thank You, Bebé, they already like sing with us, like
screams the song,
the fucking songs.
And it's crazy because like, well, Thank You, Bebé has like 11 or 12 million streams, but Champagne Champan only has like almost 4 million, and they sing it the same. So I feel like when you have that contact, like when you go country to country, sometimes it's not even like you could still have a hit record without having a lot of streams. I believe on that. I think I've seen it with my eyes. I'm like, how does all these people are singing the record and they only have 3 million streams, and they're just screaming the record. So I feel like the work we put in on the album is doing good. I feel like the album's just starting. It's about to take off.
But the goal is ending an era. This academy era and being on tour with the album. That's a goal.
The goal for me, I want 1 billion streams up.
Let's go. My business guy, my business guy. Always about the money.
I want 1 billion streams up. That's my goal. I want to hit 1 billion and up,
and sell it.
And sell it and make money from the masters.
Super arte.
Super arte.
¿Dónde vino eso?
Mira, super arte in Spanish, super arte means progression, but it also means super art, like the art is superior, So it has a double meaning. So that's when me and Lenny, we had a board and we were writing names on some honduo, this, that. Then he wrote super arte, and I think it was amazing. He came in with the super arte, and then I put the S like super, like we're superheroes because we come from that era, and then I put the A big as the Avengers as well, So
nice.
it has like triple meaning on it. Yeah. So we both were vibing ideas, and then super arte means progression. So we feel like we're in an era right now. Me and Lenny are progressing, like in our careers, like. We feel like this album is better than other albums we've done. We keep progressing. In life in general, I mean, like as a human being, we got to progress every day. We got to be 1% at least better than yesterday. We got to keep going and going. So I feel like the name has a lot of meaning. It's not only super art,
And whose idea was it for the bottle in the video? I thought that was so dope.
For the what?
The super arte champagne bottle.
On the AI?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was the AI crew.
Thanks, AI crew, Poe Polanco, thank you.
Is it a real bottle? Because if it's not, we know somebody.
Let's go.
We know somebody.
We need that guy. We
know a guy or two, but I was like, I love this. This is cool.
We need that guy.
You think it's harder in this era to get a hit record than it was 10 years ago?
Definitely.
100%.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because like back in the days, in that era, like manipulate and monopolize a little bit the sound, because it's few places to being heard. Is it a radio, or is a interview in a television, or is I don't know. There's no Wi-Fi back in the days. There's no YouTube. It was not like TikTok. None of that was possible. So you can monopolize a little bit the sound with the manipulate the sound with
the marketing.
Yeah. So right now you have everything.
So many platforms.
So many, and the gold was the music, because it was hard to just make it. Being an artist back in the days was hard. You need to know a producer. You don't have WhatsApp to, hey, send me the bounce. Send me the bounce or the stand. No, you have to go. You have to. It was so difficult, to make an album. And right now the music is not the gold, because everyone can make it. So everything changed.
Gold, like gold. He means like gold.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's like the liquid gold. Like the music back then.
The money.
The music back then was music gold. Right now, it's just anybody can make it. So it's music right now is like copper, you know, basically.
Yeah. That was trying to say, yeah.
Do you think it changed when like people do songs? Because a lot of artists do songs and they don't record together. Do you think that how do you feel about that? Or do you always need the artist in the room with you, or they just record on their own, send you back the record?
I mean, that part I don't mind it. Like, I mean, it facilitates a lot of stuff, you know. It makes it easy because some artists are on tour and, you know, they can record over there and send you the bounce. I think that part is kind of cool. But what Lenny is saying is so true. Like, there's so many platforms right now, so many artists, so many music coming out. There's like thousands of records coming out every Thursday or every Friday. They told us the number, we couldn't believe it. It was like
15 years ago, the stars came from Puerto Rico. The urban stars came from Puerto Rico, just Puerto Rico, you know?
Yeah.
Right now you have Peso Pluma, Mexico, I don't know, El Bogueto, have
Argentina, Chile, Colombia.
Every country have like this, their urban star, you know? So right now, yeah, it's way harder.
But I was gonna say, we did a documentary called Hip Hop Por Siempre for Amazon, and we were reaching, and we went everywhere. I was just like, wow, like I couldn't even believe, like, you know, hip hop just transformed to all these different countries that, you know, we started very early, you know, and it's like what hip hop became in the transition to reggaeton music globally was just like, wow.
Yeah, no, we feel like I feel like now it's harder to have a hit record. I feel like it's so many. It's like attention, you know. You gotta get people attention.
Everybody's on attention.
But at the same time, no one's want to work, just throw music, so...
Yeah. So whoever works and has
harder.
Right now, content is key.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever has the most content will win, I think. It's not even about the music anymore. You gotta have a good, I feel like you gotta have a good record as well, but
yeah.
I heard so many terrible music that so I don't even know what to think anymore, you know? Like,
we think we have one of the most or the biggest duo record, not duo, collab records, collab albums.
Yeah. We feel like we have the best collab album right now. From what? Pandemia Vaga. Yeah, that's how we feel. We feel like if they're gonna put an album to compete with us, it's the J Balvin and Bad Bunny album on collab that they did, you know. That was a good.
But we were vibing with your album before you guys came. The album was great, and we love the one I was like, one of them must have dated a Haitian girl because I heard this.
That was me. And when I used to work with Haitians in Orlando, I used to work in a restaurant, and everybody in the kitchen was Haitian, so they were my boys, you know. So I always hang out with them. We go out in the back door, smoke, come back, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So I have my Haitians with me, so they always be like, "Ça passe?" And they start speaking Haitian and Masisi and all this fucking shit, you know.
No, I love that record. So you say "Ça passe ma boule," then you say "Que lo que" for my Dominicans. Then you also say, I think it was French. Is it French?
Ça passe, no?
No, you do another one. It's "Ça passe ma boule." It's "Que lo que." And then you say another idioma that I think was French. No.
No.
You say something else that was a different.
Lo googleé, pero...
La googleé. No, googleé is like being on Google.
So googleé means I googled it.
That's
I Googled it in Dominican.
I know a little Hollywood friends. So I'm thinking, wait a minute. I was like, I don't understand that.
Yeah, and that sounds French. Googleé. Yeah.
But it's interesting because, like, when you work in the content business on the film and television side, sometimes when as a Dominican, I lean to Dominican, Puerto Rican, maybe Cuban, more Caribbean culture in terms of my sensibility. And when you try to pitch projects, sometimes if I pitch a Puerto Rican project, they'll say the Puerto Ricans are not the biggest land community in the United States, so they lean towards other people. And I always say, somebody has to fucking investigate why this little island
has so much impact,
dominated the sound. Because like anybody that you tell me is big somewhere else, some of their biggest hit records are reggaeton songs that were influenced by reggaeton artists from Puerto Rico, you know. So it's like culturally, they have created the sound and shifted culture.
Yeah, 100%.
So I try to explain that to them, but they don't see it sometimes, you know. And they're like, Jesse, maybe we should cast these characters. No, we should go this way, authentic.
True.
Yeah, to the core. Straight to the core. I mean, I feel like Puerto Rico been dominating music since like the 70s, like salsa and 80s, you know. They're like, most of the salsa artists were from Puerto Rico. Hector Lavoe, Frankie Ruiz, Ismael Rivera. I could go on. I give you like 100 artists right now.
Yeah.
All of them were from Puerto Rico. And then when it transferred to reggaeton, it was all from Puerto Rico as well. And then, but salsa also opened the doors for other artists. Like we have Grupo Nietzsche from Colombia. They have Oscar de Leon from Venezuela, you know. So, but I feel like it started with the Puerto Rican culture, with the island. I don't know. The island has something special. That's for sure.
It does, and I think that the music artists understand that. So I don't think anybody questions it. That's a music artist in another country. I just think sometimes when I deal with stuff from a political level on the corporate side, when it's film and television, they always want to push me in one direction. I'm like, yo, just watch the movement, watch the culture. It's telling you the truth right there.
I think like because I try to solve that puzzle, like that question. Why Puerto Rico? Why the island? What the fuck? It's like we are everywhere, bro.
I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like we have a lot of flavor and a lot of like, even inside of Puerto Rico, it's like very multicultural. You know, we have like African culture. We have, you know, la plena, la bomba, la plena.
We have our identity, but I think the passport, the American passport, bro, for that era, like 70s, 80s, 90s, and no Wi-Fi and no internet, you know, like we get a lot from United States, like MTV, like the culture, the hip hop culture, and our reggaeton artists, Daddy Yankee, Tego Calderon, was very influenced by that. But we never get rid of the Spanish, our Latin, like how we speak. We're like so. We for 25 or 30 years we were the one who translate all the fucking flow and the American flow to Latin America. You know, so Latin America saw us.
Saw us
as, what the fuck? Why you have so much flow? They don't even understand the flows of like the way we cut our hair, the hat, but I think it was because of that ingredient, like we were able to like ¿cómo se llama? Travel and put all the flow to every country, you know. And I'm sorry, but I think that
I think it plays a part. But so I feel like also
we get the Caribbean, and we never get rid of the Spanish.
Yeah, I feel like Panama influenced a lot too. Jamaica, like, you know, the Spanish reggae, like, because before reggaeton, it was Spanish reggae. They were doing like, they were using melodies from Jamaica and put it on reggaeton beats and doing them in Spanish. So yes, the hip hop, but also I feel like the Jamaicans and the Panamanians influence a lot on Puerto Rico, not only the hip hop. And I don't know, I feel like the way we cut our hair, I feel like the Puerto Ricans, excuse me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if in the hip hop they were cutting our hair like we will always have fades from back in the day. We had the tapers, the fades, all that too in Puerto Rico since the beginning. I don't know who started the culture of.
You were older than me, so I don't know.
No, you're not older than me. He's older than me.
I'm 25, so I don't know what I'm
saying. A lot of it too. I don't know if the island also had. You know, I feel like the island had like their own thing as well. You know.
Yeah, hip hop and culture is. I think it's like another ingredient that only Puerto Rican had at that time.
We started hip hop too, Puerto Ricans, yeah.
Por eso te digo, pero pues preguntarle a los artistas de antes de quién se influenciaban y ya, y terminamos.
No, but I think the fact that the Puerto Ricans, in terms of a culture, dominated on the Latino side in New York City. at the birth of hip hop and things like that, and a lot of Puerto Ricans were involved in the birth of hip hop. I think that part of that connection too. You're right. Where artists like Daddy Yankee were living in New York and they could go back to Puerto Rico and have some of that New York swag. And I think when hip hop artists looked at reggaeton artists, when they were looking at salsa artists and different artists, the reggaeton artists were the closest to hip hop artists. So they resembled them. They had the same rhythm, and people fuck with swag. You know, and the swag is undeniable. You know, so it's like
Daddy Yankee definitely had that New York swag, you know, with the Yankee hat, and he brought that. But there's artists like Don Omar that I feel like he's straight from Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Like the way he dressed and everything. So you got both worlds. That's why I say it's like a mixture. It's like it's hard to identify. Like Daddy Yankee's like one side, but you see Don Omar how he was dressing back in the day. He looked like a Puerto Rican. You know, the Yankee looked more American. I feel like he always looked more like American than Puerto Rican.
It's interesting because Jesse did El Ganador, the Ganador series, and in the story, did you guys see El Ganador?
Yeah.
So, you know, in the story, you see they come to New York and you see all that going on and stuff. So,
in terms of the music and the album, like, is there anything you want to tell the fans or that they should look out for? Or, you know, what's your favorite song on the album?
For me, Room Service, like I love it because it's a trap. I think that's my identity right now. Music
So you
identity.
love the song that identifies you, not the one that identifies him.
Yeah, he does.
Good choice.
He does like
that was your top 6, okay.
yeah. He does. Fuck whatever. So for me, I feel like you just gotta listen to the whole album. I know it's hard nowadays to listen to a whole album, but sit your ass down. Relax, smoke a joint, and put
tequila.
Have some tequila, vodka, whatever you want, and just listen from. It's just 12 records, you know, 2.5 minutes each song, 3 minutes the most. So I feel like they got to go through the whole journey from 1 to 12 so they could catch the vibe.
Do you think the time changed? Because you said 2.5 minutes. Like back in the days, songs were like 5 minutes.
Yeah. No, definitely the time. You do a 5-minute record, you're listening to yourself. I don't even listen to voicemails longer than 15 seconds. I'm like, 20 seconds, you crazy.
Just 5 years ago, we have records like have 6 minutes. Just 5. Right now, 6 minutes is a lot. Funeral.
All right, so I want to know what made you be a singer? Like, when was it that you say, you know,
I remember myself like singing in the bathroom, just in the bathroom, and I don't have like that dream to be an artist actually, but I left to study. I was studying at that time in the Puerto Rican University, marketing. I was studying contability. Accounting or contability?
Yeah, I think both are right?
Accounting.
Administración de empresas.
Business administration.
Business administration. So I've been 2 years in the university and in college. I went to the counselor and said, "Hey, I have this opportunity to be an artist. I just signed with Sony Music with." Like I've been trying, but I never like get rid of the college because
That's good because you're disciplined. It's good.
And
Como el libro.
yeah, I love to study and I said, bro, administra your talent. Be wise with your finances and go and be an artist because college is gonna be here. Like if you are 40 and you want to be in college, let's go. We're here. So the first time I remember like said I want to be an artist is because of the business. I want to be free. And I can do music, I can do basketball, I can do, I don't know, being a lawyer but in music is the only place that I feel free to do whatever I want to do and have control of my time. If I want to quit, I will quit. I never quit. I never take like, but I love it. I love the being free, bro, in this world.
You know, you said that, and now I remember it because the conversation that I was having 2 days ago, because the new movie that I'm working on is a basketball movie. Mm-hmm. And they were like, yo, Lenny Tavárez plays ball, you know, that you good in basketball.
That's why I were in college, because of basketball. I got una beca.
Yeah, scholarship.
Scholarship, yeah.
No, they just told me like 2 days ago, yo, Lenny balls, man. Like, yo, you should talk to him about your movie. And they were
That's
like,
what I
Mickey
did.
Woods balls, this guy. They were telling me all the guys that know how to play ball.
Yeah.
But I asked myself, how much money I can do with nah. Let's do music. Let's do fucking music. So yeah, that's why I want to tell like another story, like inspiring. But actually, I see
college, though.
business and music and starting to be the best singer I can be, and that's the only thing my dad always told me, like, no matter what you decide to be and do, be the best. Be the best you can be. And that's when I choose music like as an Olympic medalist, you know. So I never try. I commit as a basketball player, you know, as a sport.
Yeah.
So you had your father in your life.
Yeah, I got my father, my mother.
God bless you. You hear that? You hear that? He had his
I
father
put
in
my
his
mother like 7 years ago in it was my booking agent.
Oh, nice.
My sister is my lawyer. My another sister is my stylist. My brother was my road manager like until a year ago.
And I'm his manager.
And my brother's my manager right now.
But let's talk about family, because you guys are family guys. I'm a girl dad. My brother's a girl dad.
He's a girl dad. You have a girl and a boy.
I have two beautiful girls. One of them's around there running around. But yeah, I love being right now. I almost forgot we had this interview. I was with my two daughters on the couch like this, just chilling. I was like ready to have a coffee, relax, and then they're calling me like, "Yo, you're late." I'm like, "Oh shit!" And I got ready real quick.
Did that change you, fatherhood?
Yeah, I think everybody that's a father needs to. Something's gonna change in your life.
For good or bad.
For good or bad, something's gonna change. It's never gonna be the same after you're that. You know, it's gonna be different because you got a real responsibility. You know, somebody that depends on you. You know, somebody that's looking forward. You know, to see you. Somebody that's learning from you. So, I think it's a huge responsibility to be a dad. You know. Anybody could be a father, but not everybody could be a dad. You know, you got to be present. Time, you know, we don't have a lot of time, but I try the time that I have to dedicate it to my kids. You know, I do try to be there, present, and teach them and take them to classes and spend a lot of time with them. I think is very important for me. It's the most important thing for me.
It's the most important for me too, and girls are the best, you know. Yeah.
So this is another question from the streets, right? So, as fathers, are you married? Are you guys married?
Yeah, we are.
You guys are married. So when you see these videos that you guys do, and it's about love and passion, and these girls are in the video, like how does that work at home? How does that work as an artist when you have to sing these songs to these pretty models on set?
I mean,
how do you deal with that?
He does worse than me.
I decided to bring my wife on videos right now. I'm not gonna.
Because I was thinking, just songs like "Te quiero," and I see the videos like.
We're
like,
good actors.
No están casados o no.
We're good actors, man.
I mean,
We have that side too.
That's what I said. They're really good actors.
Yeah.
Or they're single.
Very
because
professional.
I'm
Always.
believing all the lyrics.
And-
So that's a question people always ask. When you do these videos for these artists, like, what's up with the girl? Like, is it really happening?
But after a while, like I feel like at the beginning, like when I started, it was different. You know, I was excited. Like after a while, it was like a job. You know,
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I just do it and I want to leave. I don't even want to be there. You know, like
It's all acting.
When I kiss
Yeah,
a model
it's all
right now in a video, my wife, the only thing she wanna hear is who came with the idea. of kissing.
Jessy Terrero.
What's Jessy, mommy? What's Jessy said? Like Jessy said, like if we don't kiss, like nothing's gonna happen. We don't gonna viral. So I'm here for work. I'm a soldier.
It's true.
I'm a soldier. That's the script. I didn't. Nah. It's hard.
I've seen the videos. I was like, wow.
I know it's hard for her.
No, it's hard for them
us.
for sure.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
for
yeah.
our wives, they got to pull up with a lot of shit, Even, the videos, a lot of time that we're not there too. Like right now we left for like 3 weeks. We just came back, so it's hard. It's hard to be a mom too,
Oh, and it's tough. Trust me.
I don't know if you've been by yourself with your kids for a day or two.
It's the hardest thing in life.
It's a hurricane.
Like, there's nothing harder than that.
Shout out to the mom.
Props to the mom that stay with their kids.
Fucking from their whole life,
Trust me, my wife, I see what she goes through, and I love my daughter, and I love both my daughters, but I see my wife with my 3-year-old and the work she puts in and the passion she puts in.
Yeah, it's crazy.
She leaves me for like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
and I'm just like,
Yeah, you're with them for 30 minutes and your whole world's crumbling. You're like, what I doing? What I'm doing right now?
Definitely,
It's hard.
It's a blessing to have her in our life, bro.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
It's right now is the balance. It's the best balance. I don't know if we have to pick. Like you always gonna pick your family,
Yes,
and when you have kids, like that's a real feel to do whatever you have to do.
Yeah. Yep.
Shout out to the wifey. Shout out to the wifey.
yeah. That's important.
And me,
That holds it down.
I didn't grow up with my father. I don't know my father, so it's like I don't want to be that person. I want to break that chain too. So I feel like for me, it's very important to be there, to be present.
Yes, sir. I met your little one today. She's adorable. God
She's
bless her.
adorable.
Yeah.
She's adorable.
No, but for me, I want to say that you guys sit in the position as artists. So like you write songs, you make songs, you perform songs. You guys have hit records, and you have a record that sometimes maybe wasn't the hit that you expected it to be. And you're like, man, this is a great record and stuff. But because you live it, you sometimes don't feel the reaction or the effect that you guys have on other people. So like part of this show is celebrating that stuff, because it's like you guys have affected the sound in reggaeton music and Latin urban music for years. Your music and the music that you've been making for other people, so it's like you've affected pop culture in a way that sometimes maybe people don't give you the credit you deserve. So here we want to give you that credit and say you guys have been killing it, man, and keep doing it and keep doing your thing. And I'm excited, and thank you for coming on this show.
Thank you guys for
appreciate y'all.
Ulysses and Jessy.
Yeah.
Legends.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you guys for having us.